Have you ever felt like you were different? Like, no matter where you go, you never fit in? You go in a room and you are around people, but the vibe was just always off. Like, it's like everyone else is speaking the same language, and somehow you're always speaking a different one. Maybe you actually feel better when you're by yourself than when you're even around a crowd of people. For the longest time, I thought that meant something was wrong with me. Like, I thought I was the problem. Growing up, I was always told I needed to be more social. You need to get out more. You need to have more friends. You need to be around people. So I kept trying and trying. I never even realized how stressed and tired I was from all of it. People rejecting me, people thinking I was weird. Sometimes I'd make a joke, silence. Then someone else would say almost the exact same thing, everyone laughed. So for years, I kept asking myself, what's wrong with me? Like, why are people always treating me this way? Like, what's so wrong? And then one day I finally asked a different question. What if it's not me? That question changed everything for me. I started looking back at my life and realized something. Whenever I tried to become the person everyone expected me to be, I was miserable. But whenever I stopped chasing everyone's approval, I actually felt at peace. Then I asked myself another question. What do these relationships really add to my life? For me, the answer wasn't much. Now, I know that sounds harsh, but so was the way I was treated. People, they can be cruel. Sometimes it's the things they say, sometimes it's the way they look at you, sometimes it's simply the feeling that no matter what you do, you'll never quite belong. So eventually, I stopped asking strangers to decide my worth, and instead, I started paying attention to where I actually felt alive. And surprisingly, it was by myself, or with just a few people I genuinely cared about. But that's when everything started making sense. Maybe I wasn't actually broken. Maybe I simply have been trying to force myself into a life that never fit me. As I've gotten older, I've noticed something. Whenever I try to live the life everyone says I'm supposed to live, I struggle. But when I choose my own path, life gets lighter. People tell you that there's only one way to live. You know, go to school, go to college, get the career, buy the house, find someone, get married, have kids. For some people, that's exactly the life they want, and they get it. And I guess that's okay, but it was never the life that naturally fit me because it's been so hard to try to do any of that stuff. It's like everyone else is living a different kind of life. Are they have these gifts that are just bestowed upon them. It's like it just comes completely easy to them, but then when I do things, it seems to be harder for other people to do. Like, people always tell me, wow, aren't you lonely? Like, aren't you wanting to share your life with somebody? Like, I mean, every time I tried to do it, I would just basically get completely shat on by society and anyone else or laughed at. I mean, what's the fucking point? Like, it's such an insult that people would say these things, that family would say these things, like, but anyway, that's a whole different video. So I left college after a year. I worked several different jobs before I finally found one that gave me something I valued more than anything else: peace. It wasn't the highest paying job I've ever had, but for the first time, I felt like I was using my strengths instead of constantly fighting against myself. I also spent years being single. And honestly, I've learned that being alone isn't the same thing as being lonely. There's a huge difference. Lately, I've been starting to build something that's mine: this YouTube channel. I invested some moolah into making it happen, computer equipment, microphones, software, everything I needed to finally stop saying maybe someday. Was it expensive? A little, but not too much because I live frugally, I would say. So it wasn't something crazy, but was it worth it? I think so. Because for the first time, I'm building something for me. Not because society expects it, not because someone else told me to, because I want to. Looking back, I wish I learned this lesson years ago. I spent so much of my life trying to earn acceptance from people who were never interested in accepting me. Meanwhile, the things that actually made me happy were sitting right in front of me the whole time. I've realized something. Every one of us has gifts, talents, ideas, dreams, blessings, spiritual treasures. The mistakes I made was giving those gifts away to swine before I ever gave them to myself. Maybe you felt that too. Maybe you've spent years trying to become someone else's version of success. Maybe you've spent years wondering why you never seem to fit in. If that's you, I just want to say this. Maybe there isn't anything wrong with you. Maybe you've simply been trying to grow in the wrong environment. I don't think I've really given up on life. Not even close. I just think I've stopped chasing the life everyone else expected me to live. The popularity life, the status life, the fit in at all costs life. Instead, I'm choosing my own, and honestly, I think that's the best decision I ever made. If even one person hears this and realizes they're in the same shoes I am and realizes they're not alone, then making this video was worth it. Thanks for listening.